Hello, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. I go by Lune INNATE, and this video is a distant Reiki or distant energy work session by proxy to assist you on your path in some way. If you choose to use this as a relaxation tool, awesome, cool. We're all about that here. But if you're open to it, if this topic seems like it would resonate with you, if it seems like something you're presently working on, or maybe it's kind of the message you stumble across to take a look and see, is this something I need to be working on or be open to working on at least? And our theme here tonight is to help create space for something that might be better. And I think that that's going to scare some people. I think that we have an attachment to things. So I'm just going to use a romantic relationship as a starting point of speaking, but this can be applied to jobs, career paths, education. It can be applied in a lot of ways, but sometimes we feel like we've put so much effort into something and we can see, in our mind, we have this almost fantasy, I want to say, of the potential. If this person and I could communicate really well, we could have the best relationship. Or I put so much work into this project. I know it's taking a lot longer than I wanted, and I know I'm kind of losing interest, but I can't give up because I've invested so much. There's been so much of an investment on an energetic level of some kind. And while I think we should all use our discernment to establish whether or not it's time to move on or not, I think those of you who know what I'm talking about, or who this is kind of like for at this time, know that it's very difficult to let something go. It's very difficult because we feel like we're quitting, or that we've changed our minds in some way that makes our devalues us, oh, I changed my mind, so therefore maybe I didn't know what I was talking about back then, or maybe I was wrong, and that kind of can hit our ego. So there's a lot of things that come into play, but this is kind of inspired by a recent Emerald Paradigm that Blanca and I did. We were just testing some stuff out to see if we could live stream, essentially, and she spoke about a time right now where we're all trying, a lot of people, well, not all of us, a lot of people are trying to make things fit that simply don't fit. And it's okay to let something go, because it's not like you will be without. It's just creating space, letting things flow. It's almost like how when we consider like money and the hoarding of money. Now, saving money is good. You want to deposit for your house or whatever. You want a cushion. You want savings for this or that. Awesome. But when it comes into doing it because we feel like we need it and we can't be without it and it has to be there, that's a different story. So like when I'm saving, I'm mostly thinking about directing this money to something bigger, something more like a long-term project or a long-term goal that this money energy is going towards. I think that might be a completely different video, to talk about the financial relation between like money and energy and how we can work with it in more empowering ways. But suffice to say that this video, I'm so sorry for the long intro, is about creating space. So for those of you who are clinging to something that in your higher intelligence isn't a good fit, isn't going to pan out the way you wanted it to, but it's still a stepping stone to get you to where you want to be. I'm the first to tell you that, I'm not the first, but I'll be the first to, share or be happy to share that I have failed at many, many things. I have created different businesses. I have tried my hand in a lot of different fields, and it was only by those, being able to let stuff go that I finally found myself and found my passion, found a medium to express my passion, found a groove in which I could kind of flow in this direction and it would be in alignment with what I truly want in my life. So I hope that resonates for you in some way. This could be applied to our diet. This could be applied to how we, spend our money, how we feel attached to certain jobs and projects. So I don't want you to be afraid that, if you watch this video, then, your crush is going to never speak to you. It's nothing to do with that. It's just opening up. All right. So I have this really pretty selenite. A candle holder that I rescued from Home Goods. I'm just gonna take this little soy tea light. Maybe I can. Probably a bad idea. And we're gonna dedicate our candle. Alright, so I just want this to lay kind of flat in here. There's some wax from another candle, so let's dedicate this. Let's set our intention for this session and clarify a little bit. So on behalf of my and your and everyone, the collective's highest and greatest good and perfect comfort, we wish to bring clarity. What if there's any in my life that is, whether it's romantic, friendships, dietary, habitual, anything like that, that is not serving me, that is keeping me in some place that in turn I almost cannot achieve my goals because I am stuck or limited or at a disadvantage in some way. Let us find clarity regarding what that might be. Or if those of you who are open to, a sort of trust in higher intelligence, your higher self, your subconscious mind, if we are able to find comfort there, please allow our highest intelligence to gain the clarity. So if we're not able to see it in our conscious awareness, let's allow then our subconscious to make these calls and know what we're talking about. But we wish to release that which was in any way hindering our ability to fulfill our goals. For those of you who are unaware of your goals or they do not feel clear, then we can change our language or adapt it to, we would like this session to assist with releasing anything from our life that prevents us from feeling happy or prevents us from getting to a place that we truly 100% enjoy our day to day. For the most part, we're all gonna have bumps, but where we are embracing our lifestyle, we are feeling fulfilled, we are feeling happy. Now, I should just clarify, my language was a little bad there. I don't mean that anything can keep us from being happy. That's not exactly what I meant, but I'm just trying to open up a general goal of content, support, being fulfilled, being loved, loving ourselves. It's like felt on the bottom. I feel like this session is a little confusing, so I'm sorry to those of you who might feel confused by it. We're trying to create space, essentially. And because we're also unique, because our lifestyles are also different, as are our goals and dreams and situations presently experiencing, it's difficult to find a precise theme or a precise example. This kind of falls into a type of love that is without expectation. It's okay to love something so much that you let it go. It doesn't mean that there is some kind of missed opportunity, or that when we let it go, we will never have a chance to experience the things we imagined experiencing through that relationship or project. It's okay to close the door and move on, and I think that's kind of the theme here. A bit Scorpio, a bit fitting of the season right now where I am. Alright. So I have a Zeal chakra node bowl. I'm just gonna turn down the level here a little so I don't blow you away. But we're gonna use this first as our method of vibrating some energy, your frequency, specifically focused at the back of the mind, and specifically intending to work through any beliefs or thought patterns which make us feel so attached, and as if this gets released, then we will never have that chance again, when the truth is that that's not real. That's not how it really works. So if you would like to participate, please take a deep breath, release, and do it a few times, and set your own intention. To find comfort and ease in letting go of anything which we have an attachment to, that is blocking us in some way of our desires. Have some just cinnamon cones. Cinnamon is very powerful to use in any ritual. Just gonna leave this. These take a little while. Right. So I'm just gonna kind of run this through your energy body. Right. And although this is a powerful spice to use, my intention comes from comfort, like being okay with letting things go. It's not a struggle. It's not a where we want to dig in our heels. It doesn't make us feel like we've missed some incredible opportunity. It has nothing to do with that. It's peaceful. It's comforting. It's in the flow, you know? It's like when you spend money on something like that makes you feel good, whether it's a donation or buying presents for someone, or I don't know, that kind of stuff, or just supporting small business or any of those things. When we feel good about spending money, we get that money back very quickly. And when we feel like, oh, I don't want to pay my bill, or oh, I don't want to do this, or oh my god, I just spent this much, what was I doing? I'm not saying we shouldn't be aware of our finances, guys. I just mean that negative feeling in terms of spending chokes up our flow, our money flow. And we can say the same thing with romance or other opportunities or projects or relationships or anything at all. So have this calming spray, jasmine and rose. It's not very noisy today. Bubbly, like there's bubbles blocking the sound. Get out of here, bubbles. So I'm just going to spray this through your aura to assist with your ability to trust your heart, to trust your gut instinct, to see and identify the red flags that tell you this isn't gonna play out the way you want it to. Not right now anyway. Let's let it go and make some room for something else. I know I've shared this before, but I had a really significant friendship. Oh, sorry. I don't want to say end, but pretty much end a couple of years ago. And I was so uncomfortable with it. I was so sad. I cried in bed for days. And then even after I had healed my heart a little, I just felt very petty and annoyed by, seeing this person so much that I had to block them on my Instagram and stuff. So I was like, I don't want to feel petty. I don't want these feelings to come up right now. And, it wasn't fun. However, I did see it coming. I saw this relationship ending. I knew we would at least take a break, but it still hurt just the way it went down. But what I'm trying to get to is, since then I've had so much more opportunities to connect with other people. I've been able to work on myself more, and the way that I look at friendships has changed a lot. So I wouldn't have gotten this far. Like, I know that. I know I wouldn't have been where I am right now if I was still very close to this person. Not because they're a bad person, but because we were hindering each other, you know? It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to cry and validate it if you're in that area of this sort of theme. But it is helpful to know that all this stuff happens for a reason. And the better we feel about letting someone or something go, and we can just say, listen, in my heart, I know this isn't for me. I know this needs space. I know that this isn't gonna assist me right now. Maybe that will come back around, but for now, I need to create space. It can be from a class. Like, I really want to do this class, but like, it's such a fight right now that it's just, all signs are telling me this isn't for me. I feel it in my gut. Okay, so I'm just gonna spray my hand. Okay. So they're covered. And I'm just gonna kind of start to focus a little deeper through your auric system. And I'm not cutting any cords, just kind of focusing to detangle anything, to assist with clarity and flow. Okay, just very gentle. Sorry. Okay. I have some stones here, of course. I'm gonna start with tourmaline, black tourmaline. Let me see if I can do these. Okay, so here's a piece of black tourmaline. And I really like this for its sponge-like, I don't know, porous nature for assisting with release. It's like a vacuum. You could think of, like, if you've ever taken activated charcoal, it just kind of reminds me of that. So you can ask a stone like this, a mineral like this, to assist you with pulling it away, pulling away fear surrounding releasing this type of stuff, whatever that might be for you. I don't really work with this mineral very often because of that porous quality. I feel like they need to be cleansed so thoroughly that it's not really appropriate for me to use these in my practice. I do have one by my window over there, just, you know, but I don't use these specifically with clients. But if you're feeling discomfort around these changes, around creating space, ask a stone like this, put it in your dominant hand and hold it, and ask it to take away and absorb your fear for you, or your discomfort or anxiety, and work with it as much as you feel called to through your processing. Say, like, whether it's a couple days or a couple weeks, and then put it in something like a old sock or scarf or something, and bury it and allow it to be cleansed by the earth. So this is black tourmaline, or scroll, I believe is another name. the other end. This is lepidolite. It's very quartzy lepidolite. And this is very good for assisting with anxiety, stress, isolation. So I feel like lepidolite is a really good one to assist through release, moving, making changes, being okay with those changes, having faith that letting something go doesn't necessarily mean you're giving up on it. It just means you have to put it on the back burner, kind of, or you have to take back your focus from whatever that source is. And I have a beautiful clear quartz tower, like a little tower from Earthling 360. It's stunning. And this is just really good. Clear quartz in general is really, really good for anything. So I brought it in. I also wanted it to be good for, or work with rather, the crown and higher energies, which is why I chose this little piece that's pointed up to the cosmos, so you can communicate your intention. I would like to release that which does not serve me at this point, and I would also like to release any anxiety or fear regarding letting something go. We can put intention to it. We can use it like a little pen. We can draw paths for things to reach you, to open up. But clear quartz is just amazing for any intention. And last, I have this also from Earthling 360, Axonite. It's a beautiful brown piece, very sharp looking, very like a arrowhead or something. That's a shape. And I chose this for strength, resilience, perseverance, and trust in yourself, and your instincts. Like a little axe, and cut through your fear, cut through the patterns, so they can be adapted. Of course, I feel like this is in every video now, but we have our selenite wand to assist us. So I'm just going to set my intention now, again, because I want to use this as my method of conduction here. On behalf of everyone's highest and greatest good, in perfect comfort and alignment with their desires and their heart's calling or their soul's fulfillment, we wish to create safety, comfort, peace, trust, or tap into those things instead of create them. We don't want to create them. We want to open ourselves up. We want to experience safety, trust, and all of these things I just mentioned, to bring them in to assist us and support the flow of letting something go that doesn't serve us at this point. The letting something go with the acknowledgement that sometimes, even though it's hard or it feels wrong in the moment, from a greater vantage point, a higher place of clarity, we can see that whatever the dynamic is, whether it's career, relationships, food, whatever, that it's not serving us, it's not leading us, it's not supporting our highest good, it's just blocking it. It is, and we have to be okay, or our intention is to create an energy that is okay with that, to tap into limitless love and trust and knowledge that we can create the life we want. But there is sometimes these moments that we feel like we need to sacrifice something, as in letting a relationship go. It's not like you can't have both of these things. It's not like you can't have success and have a relationship, or even this relationship. However, there are times in our lives where we need to prioritize, we need to shift focus, we need to open up, and that is what we wish to work with through this session. So I'd like to call in my guardian angel, your guardian angel, my spirit guide, your spirit guide or guides, my ancestors, and yours, who all are quite aware of detachment, who are quite aware of the things that we need to let go of, and they have all experienced this and witnessed this in their own ways, and they are here with us to support us. They are only of benevolence and love and divine support, divine assistance. We ask to cast off anything which prevents us from seeing this clarity, to cast off disruptive energy or the feeling of throwing something away as if it didn't mean anything. That's not how it works. And I just ask to be supportive to you. I just want to be helpful for you on your path if this resonates. And of course, if none of this resonates and you're watching this just to relax, that's okay. That's okay. You have free will. I cannot impose anything upon you, so nor would I want to. Alright, so my focus here is to connect your the top of you, your crown, we could say, to your highest self, to assist with the third eye, being able to see a bigger picture, a vantage point that makes things more clear and understood, therefore easier to process and work through. Alright, I'm just going to focus on the third eye. And then on the connection, this channel, bridge between you and your higher self. and to extend your vision to a higher place. And receive this guidance, receive this understanding in comfort, and only if it serves you. Now I want to work with the sacral, just to lend some energy here to help differentiate between primal instincts and feeling needy. Like, is that need, is that attachment valid? Or is it because there might be an imbalance in the sacral area? So we just want to make sure that this is balanced here and connected to the solar, which is just above, just kind of below the ribs in the front abdomen, to bridge your independence, let's say, your truth, your will, to your ability to connect with others, to your emotions, to your primal instincts. So these are unified and assisting you on your path. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of comb through your aura. And then bridge again all these chakras just to make sure they're all harmonized together. Just going to send to you through my vision of holding you in perfection, this supportive energy that is comforting and empowering and discerning. It is not for me to dictate necessarily how you use it, so please keep that in mind. But I hope that it reaches who it's meant to, if I can put it that way. And this kind of like collar of security and safety. Your energy flowing very smoothly and powerfully. If you've experienced recently this kind of what feels like a loss, I hope that this session assists you as well in your trust in yourself to manifest what you need in your life, and that you've already done a lot of the hard work, which is create room. Now it's helpful to focus on what kind of career or projects or people or whatever patterns, habits that you would be supported by, that you would like to work with in your life. And if you don't know exactly, it's okay. You can just say, that which supports me. I've made room for that which supports me, and I allow that to reach me. I allow it. I welcome and accept only that which supports me on my path. Okay. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this session and that it serves you in some way. I do have a friend who makes absolutely gorgeous necklaces who would love to do a giveaway on this channel. So if you look below, I will put some information. I think that she is asking specifically to follow her on Instagram. So I'll confirm that below and show you a picture at the end of this video of what she is offering to you guys. Just to simply follow her and comment on the picture of this necklace. It's an aqua aura necklace wrapped in copper, which is a very healing, or known to be a metal of healers, let's say. And her stuff is just absolutely gorgeous, so I'm very excited to share her work and give her a little exposure. And she also has a YouTube channel, so I'll put all her information below. Her name is Karen, and she's just wonderful, like a ray of light, truly, a rainbow. So again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, as always. Namaste.